ASMR?
Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we are looking at those moments that made us raise our eyebrows. Should this be in this game? It doesn't feel right for this game. These are the 10 most inappropriate moments in video games. Whether it's a swear, a joke, or a boob, all of these shouldn't be there. Let's go. Before we continue, we publish content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified of our latest videos. Freddi Fish fantasizes Freddi Fish in the case of the missing kelp seeds.
No one gets past Eddie the Eel.
Freddi Fish was supposed to be safe. It was supposed to be a place you could plonk your kids and walk away. It was supposed to be a safe co-parent so you could ignore your kids. It follows a little fish on a mission to solve a mystery for her grandma, using kindness and friendship. Or brutal violence, I guess. In a deleted scene that somehow remained on the disc, instead of offering an eel blocking your path and sandwich, you can offer up your friend as a sacrifice. The eel promptly devours them, leaving behind a mouthful of red gore. Freddi then turns to the camera and gives a knowing wink, before the game reveals that it was all in her imagination. It may not be real, but what the hell is going on inside Freddi's head? This fish is dark as hell.
Oh, nothing, Luther.
Isn't that your sister? Mega Man Legends 2. Let me just say, if a relative says they're taking a shower, there is absolutely no reason to go hang out. If you're feeling a little bit creepy, you can do exactly that and follow Roll into the bathroom, prompting her to scream and say, "Eek, what do you think you're doing?" The scene then fades to black and lights up on Mega Man, who does a little fist bump as triumphant music plays.
Eek! What do you think you're doing?
Roll is your sister. Also, Roll is 14. Mega Man needs to be in mega jail with a mega life sentence. Kojima strikes again, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. I'm shocked that when Metal Gear Solid 5 launched, news outlets were talking about the treatment of its female character Quiet, because all you have to do is rewind through Kojima's previous catalogue to see far worse. The guy has long been called out for his objectification of women in his games, often zooming in on bouncing breasts or panning across rear ends. You know it's bad when a 16-year-old me was playing Metal Gear Solid 4 and rolling my eyes saying, I think this guy's a bit of a perv. What's especially frustrating is that Quiet is actually an interesting character, yet every time she's on screen, it's hard not to feel secondhand embarrassment. Also, I love when the Kojima fanboys say, she breathes through her skin, it's why she can't wear clothes. Guys, Kojima wrote the story. That defense would only hold up if Quiet was a real person and not a character he made to... I need to calm down. Next entry. Cutie the Elephant, It Takes Two.
We're really sorry for this!
Yeah, we don't like violence.
Admittedly, this moment opens up a tonal shift in the game, but up until this moment, everything's been relatively tame. In It Takes Two, when married couple May and Cody believe the way to break the curse placed upon them is to make their daughter cry, they take a shocking and brutal step. They murder her beloved elephant doll, Cutie. In this unexpectedly harrowing interactive scene, both players must collaborate to drag Cutie towards the edge, tear off one of her ears, and ultimately push her to her death, all while she pleads for mercy. It's pretty dark, and it's the last thing we expected from the very real characters of May and Cody. Banjo-Tooie, Banjo-Tooie. Sometimes in media made for kids, creators will leave in winks and nods to the adults in the room as a way of saying this joke is for you because we know it'll go over the kids' heads. And Banjo-Tooie managed to slip in plenty of these cheeky adult humor moments that are traditionally just for grown-ups. But Rare apparently decided, forget subtlety, let's make sure the kids can consume these dirty jokes too. Case in point, an extremely suggestively shaped level, which is incredibly phallic. Also, a lively evening event called Grab a Sailor Night and a refreshing glass of Seaman's Brew. It's a little on the nose, fellas. Flip Cup, Ratchet Clank going commando.
Captain Quark's giving away a brand new Platinum Zoomerator to the winner of this competition.
A Platinum Zoomerator? Perhaps that will be the proof of your accomplishments that Skid's agent requires.
In Ratchet Clank 2, you can take part in a hoverboard race hosted by an alien woman, a good-looking alien woman, but if for some reason you decide to spend the next 5 minutes doing side flips in front of her, you're in for an unexpected surprise. Answer honestly in the comments if you did it, don't lie, you're animals. For reasons no one quite understands, repeatedly flipping back and forth in front of this character causes her breasts to mysteriously inflate to ridiculous proportions. And it doesn't take long, a minute or so, and you've already entered into creepy anime territory. South Park episode Tiger Woods 99 PGA Tour Golf. Who would have thought Tiger Woods would ever be associated with inappropriate behavior? Back in the days of CD-based games, developers often filled unused disk space with blank dummy files, but instead of dummy files, one EA employee chose instead to use the extra space to stash the South Park pilot Jesus vs. Santa. Now, stuffing an episode of a show that drops 4 F-bombs in the first 45 seconds into a family-friendly golf game is a bad idea, but surely that content was locked away. Nope, this was 1998, a time when all it took to browse a PlayStation game's files was popping the disc into a computer. What's the one thing every golf game absolutely needs? A full episode of South Park, correct answer. Nude code Spice World.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
I always wondered why my brother pushed my sister into asking for Spice World for her birthday, and now I know. Spice World was a family-friendly PS1 game aimed at young girls, but little did parents know there was a spicy little cheat hidden in there. With a simple input code, the title screen would be changed to an alternate image, with the PS1 Spice Girl models mimicking the famous image for their song Naked, having them sit fully naked, cowboy style, in chairs with the chair back blocking all of the X-rated stuff. Still, it's a pretty full-on image for a kid's game. Underage date Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Kojima strikes again. In MGS Peace Walker, Snake can go on a lovely, totally normal, totally appropriate date with Paz. I'm joking, it's goddamn disgusting. It's later revealed that Paz is in her 20s and not a 16-year-old girl, but it doesn't change the fact that she looks underage, she acts underage, and the player and Snake at the time think she's underage. What's supposed to be a joke mission just ends up becoming really bloody creepy. And all I can say is, what the f*** was going through Kojima's head here? You can also get in the love box with her, turning an episode of To Catch a Predator into a full-blown felony.
Room for one more?
Naked Lady level Kirby's Dream Land 2. Sometimes game developers get bored. When they do, things end up in games that have absolutely no business being there, like a phallic chunk of grass. I'm sorry, I'll get over Banjo-Tooie, but look at this giant penis. Boredom is probably the best explanation for how a level shaped like a naked woman ended up in Kirby's Dream Land 2. Given how wholesome the Kirby series has always been, I wouldn't blame you for being skeptical, but take a look at Secret Level 5-5. At first glance, it seems harmless enough. At a zoomed out glance, not so much. Real mature. Well, I guess she's got a smile on her face, so that's nice. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from MojoPlays and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of our latest videos.